got next? Hey, I'm next.
Hey guys, it's truly Honcho, and you are watching NBA 2K TV.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV.
When you jump into the 70s or 80s eras in NBA 2K, you'll have the opportunity to add the legendary Bill Walton to your game.
He has played in some of the most memorable.
Well, in a new season, there are some players, Richard, that hit the ground running. And there are others, as you well know, that take a while to get going. Which, I know what camp you fell into, but what would you say? Did you take a while to get going, or were you ready to go?
No, it was both. There was one where it was like I struggled to get going and really get a rhythm, and there's others that I was just ready to go and locked in. As your environment changes, so does your success. And so sometimes as your environment changes, you got to figure out how to be successful in it.
Good insight. Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring.
And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
There's the pass to Powers. Dishes it to Barnes. And good that time.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Defensive foul.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days back in '94 when I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Now, here's Porter. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. A deep 3 from Green. The Rockets with another miss. Back-to-back titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking.
Oh, wow! That is powerful. And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Gordon against Anunoby. Gordon the pass to Şengün. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Green. Houston moving it around. Şengün, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Trent passes to Powers. He feeds it to Barnes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The Rockets making a switch here. Christopher's checked in. Raptors leading by 5. Craig, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
That one falls.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
With the start that he's having, I expect a monster night.
Now, here's Green. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Şengün. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Green's got 5.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball, and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
Barnes. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Smith. Powers the pass to Anunoby. Here's Big Daddy, covered by Smith. And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for Big Daddy.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Christopher. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Şengün. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal.
Şengün is a guy that works ultra hard at his craft. Being a bit undersized in the center position, you know what? That's what you got to do sometimes.
Hey, Richard, how about Şengün? This guy stands out when he's out on the court.
Yeah, he sure does, all due to his work ethic. Plays quick inside and makes the most of his floor time. A couple more years, and this dude could be a standout.
It's good. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The pass to Christopher. Outside, Porter. Now, here's Şengün. Defended by Powers. Şengün with the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Big Daddy in the game against Chicago. He was very impressive. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Feeds it to Barnes. Smith with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Christopher. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And here's Trent following Jalen Green's 3. Here's Powers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now, here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green kicks to Smith. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Rejected by Powers. Oh, here's Van Vliet. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Green against Trent. To the paint. Here's Powers. Banked in off the glass. 9 points for Big Daddy. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And it's Smith missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Barnes. with the second effort. And there's the lay-in 2 points right there from Powers. Big Daddy's got 11 points.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Porter, bounce pass. Passes it to Christopher. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3-second violation.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Houston also making some changes. Marquise Chris comes in for Şengün. And Martin subbed in for Smith.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And now, here's Chris. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Christopher. The Rockets again can't hit. Raptors leading by 11. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 7.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
As a player, these ones are fun. You get to match up with guys you rarely see.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Porter comes in for OG Anunoby. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. And a switch here also for Houston. David Nwaba checked in for Green.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Rockets. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Here's Martin. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Christopher, no good. Raptors leading by 16. Van Vliet passes to Powers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons, and that has been tough for their franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Down low, here's Flynn, up and in on the way. And the Raptors lead by 20. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
The feed now to Martin. Aston Nwaba. Here's Christopher, covered by Van Vliet. And they get it. Christopher, no good.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Raptors moving the ball around. Porter looking it over. Outside Flynn. Just 5 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Here's Powers. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Rockets trail by 20. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Serious hops from Porter on that one. Slamming it down with authority.
He takes it in. And it's Big Daddy missing. Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Aston Waba. Porter pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Christopher. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Siakam against Martin. Over Siakam. Toronto grabs the miss. Big Daddy's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Porter kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Now that James Harden has left Houston, can we appreciate the 8 years he just had with the Rockets? He was an all-star every season in Clutch City.
The Raptors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw good. Down for the Raptors. Big Daddy's checked in for Siakam. Barnes comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Trent subbed in for Flynn. So on the floor for Houston, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Gordon in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. 5 points in the game, and that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. And you mentioned it, looking at the accomplishments for Harden and Houston, I mean, absolutely incredible.
Yeah, look, 8 seasons, and let's go down the list. 6 first-team All-NBA selections, an MVP, 3 scoring titles. Harden carried that franchise at times, nearly got Houston to the finals, just ran into some tough luck. Well, yeah, and also the Warriors, they are tough luck.
They are. He also had the right coach, didn't he? The right coach at the right time for the right player. Now here's Gordon after the miss from Powell. Inside, here's Marjanovic. Nails the baby hook.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Trent against Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Big Daddy, that's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Green. He's got 8. And here is Marjanovic. Back to Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gordon's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Bounce pass from Anunoby. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Anunoby with it. Now guarded by Porter. Big Daddy, that's good. Big Daddy's got 21 in the game.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And there's the pass to Gordon. Van Vliet against Porter. 6 feet out. Rejected by Powers.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Passes to Porter. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Chris, he's checked in for the Rockets.
Substitution. Marquise.
Here's Gordon. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Van Vliet. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Powers. Power down with both hands.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And the Rockets with possession here after the Raptors pick up 2. Trent against Green. Gordon for 3. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Eric Gordon was huge in those classic Rockets-Warriors playoff games, wasn't it?
It's almost forgotten, but Gordon was going toe-to-toe with the Splash Brothers, scoring 19 and 20 points per game in that 18 and 19 postseason battles. Eric's a big game player.
Here's Green after the Raptors pick up 2. Back to Gordon. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by Gordon.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Powers. It's rebounded by Houston. Here is Porter. 5 points in the game. Pass to Şengün. They need this one. And that one is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. It's stolen. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. Moving it up. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Porter kicks to Green. The pass to Gordon. Now, here's Şengün. Knocked away. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Trent with the wide open look. Here's Powers and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Big Daddy's got 29.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
And now here's Chris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Fast break Toronto. Ball going up court. And the layup is good. 31 points for Big Daddy.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's Şengün. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this game.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Powers in at the 5. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Gordon against Anunoby. Gordon the pass to Şengün. The shot from the low post is good. Şengün's got 11 points. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Trent outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby with it. The 9-foot shot misses off the right iron.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D of avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Up top, Porter, covered by Van Vliet. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. Big Daddy's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
He's been a huge factor in this game, and drives like that show how valuable he is on the floor.
Porter outside. It's rebounded by Big Daddy. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And it's good for 2. He's got 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
As he gets more comfortable in unlocking his potential, we'll see Green get more comfortable in moving the ball.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And that one misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Smith dishes to Porter. Green taking his time here. Now, here's Şengün. Not a lot of room. Top of the key. Rebound by Powers. Big Daddy's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. To the inside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jabari Smith.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Outside, Green. Smith kicks to Gordon. Back to Smith. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Big Daddy's. That's a 2 from Barnes. And that one goes long. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
And GA, he is not messing around in this one. And it's Big Daddy missing. The Rockets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And it's blocked by Powers. Smith against Van Vliet. Here's Powers, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often, and guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Outside, Green. Passes it to Smith. He kicks it to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got 15.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Green with the ball. Now defended by Powers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Ken Birch is checked in for Toronto. And a change for the Rockets. Marjanovic checked in for Alperen Şengün. Here's Smith. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
By the looks of it, the Hall of Fame class of 2023, Richard, should be loaded. A lot of big names can be headed to Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful to see two of the biggest rivalries, San Antonio and Dallas. Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki are on the ballot. And then there's Mr. Wade, Dwayne Wade. We know about that. So there's going to be a lot of rings walking into that ceremony.
A lot of rings indeed. And guys, how about the job Jalen Green has done? Living up to that 2nd overall pick.
He sure is. Had a great rookie year last year, but he is looking to build on that success. Had a tremendous year in all facets of the game.
Both free throws good from Green.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And here is Trent outside. And the Raptors miss again. For Houston, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Outside, Green. Outside, Porter. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Van Vliet. That one wide left. And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, Kevin, and that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto. David Nwaba is checked in for Houston. Josh Christopher comes in for Green. Porter passes to Nwaba. Back to Porter. Pass to Christopher. Now, here's Nwaba. Here's Christopher. He's got 6. Rejected by Powers. Fast break, Toronto. It's rebounded by Houston. Outside, Porter. Pass to Nwaba. Now Marjanovic. Nwaba passes to Marjanovic. Houston needs to get a shot off. Another miss by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Christopher, the pass to Smith. Shoots over Van Vliet. Smith, no good. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And it's Nwaba missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now, Nwaba. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Christopher. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And it's Big Daddy missing. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Now, here's Nwaba. Another miss by Houston.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
David Nwaba. That's his first personal foul.
That's good from Powers. Some changes for Toronto.
At the line,
Siakam is
Chris
checked in
Webber.
for Ken Burch. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Barnes. And Flynn subbed in for Trent. Houston also making some changes. Garuba's checked in. And Martin subbed in for Smith. Now the pass to Christopher. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Siakam.
It's going to be on Siakam.
Wow.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Wow, you really showed out tonight. Is this the best?
Thanks, John. You know, I was just happy to
I like it. Great choice. I like it. Great choice. Though. I like it. Great choice.
I want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels fast in this business.
What we hope for in life, and it doesn't always come true, is the evolutionary process of learning from the guys who went before you. Basketball gave me, when I was 8 years old and I found it in 1960, 62 years ago. Basketball gave me hope, opportunity, and purpose in my life. To watch it all come through, from Bill Russell to Will.
And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. Van Vliet and Trent Jr. team up as the backcourt. Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. And it's Big Daddy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges. The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Giddey. Five on the clock. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Van Vliet. Doesn't go that time. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
Last year they battled to a stalemate, winning one game apiece.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief two-game series often end 1-1.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Raptors. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by the Raptors. This game following their win against the Rockets.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
Outside, Williams. Here's the 3. Drains the triple.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
Pass to Big Daddy. Williams against Van Vliet. Here's Holmgren for 3. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. To the paint. And he lays it up and in.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Here's Big Daddy. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, things keep working out for MP in the business world. He's come to terms with Ruffles to be a brand representative.
Ooh, that's a nice win there for MP landing that deal. Slowly but surely, he's building his brand. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Giddey.
Giddey hard to corral at his size.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Giddey. Here's Holmgren. Second shot opportunity. And that's 2 points on the layup. Holmgren's got his second basket.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Grant.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
You know, it's really hard going through a rebuilding phase, but the Thunder have been at it for a while, and they're trying to find the right collection of talent to finally plant a flag in the ground and move forward.
Now here's Williams. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
This OKC roster does have some excellent building blocks to work with.
There's no doubt, BA, and I think what they're relying on is that they've got hard-working players that want to improve, and that kind of feeds the environment around here. That's going to elevate everyone's play.
And it's Holmgren missing. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. It's deflected.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
And it's Giddey missing. Toronto trailing. To the inside. Siakam. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Down low. Here's Big Daddy. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That's tipped. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
The first free throw is good. And with every new NBA season, Grant, it's always fun to see which players have a breakout year.
And, BA, it seems like guys always have breakout years. Usually we see it with the younger players, but sometimes it's with guys who've been in the league and are now in new situations. Last year, we saw breakout seasons for Darius Garland, Jordan Poole, and Tyrese Maxey, just to name a few.
The Thunder with another miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. To the middle. Here's Big Daddy. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Sweet to be a difference maker in a game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains. He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Pass to Holmgren. Wide open look. No good there. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Williams. Here's Giddey. It's blocked. Williams against Anunoby. Here's Big Daddy. Giddey with a double team. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. Outside Giddey. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey's got 5 points.
Next step kind of action there from Shea as he's able to find the open teammate.
Timeout called, the Raptors.
And it did not take long for Josh Giddey to find a place in this league as a taller point guard with incredible vision. This guy does a little bit of everything on the floor.
The Thunder making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Achua's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Anunoby. Pass to Achua. Trent outside. Poked loose. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Big Daddy's shot is good. He's got 13. As for Giddey's quick start in the NBA, he recorded his first triple-double at age 19, Brent.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, BA. The youngest player ever to get a triple-double in this league. This is the kind of guy who just makes passes that other players don't even see or even think about. So his instincts, they're off the chart.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
A big deal for many NBA stars, landing a deal with Gatorade. MP has just secured that for himself.
And honestly, it means you've arrived to some degree. Good for MP to close that deal, and a nice move there from Gatorade.
So it's the Thunder now, after the basket by Toronto. Outside, Williams. Pass to man. Outside, Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Inside. Big Daddy's shot is good. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
They're really working the paint now.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's man. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Favors checked in for Oklahoma City. Muscala comes in for Williams. And Toronto also making a switch. Flynn, he's checked in for Trent.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, I appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the basket by Toronto. Back to man. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Bazley. Achua defending. The Thunder with another miss.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Down low. Barnes. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Bazley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Shot to stop the run. Big Daddy grabs a board. The Raptors with a lead. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious stomp by Barnes.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, dominating, controlling that spot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Pass to man. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors with it. There's the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Muscala.
And whether it's the defensive effort or just bad offense, they're holding their opponent to a very low field goal percentage.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a hand on it.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
The shot by Big Daddy, no good. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
5 to shoot. Bazley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You wonder what it's going to be like when Bazley puts everything together. Such a tough cover.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And because of the length and athleticism, Bazley can do a lot out there. He has that switchability on defense. He hits the glass so well, and I like where his offensive game is headed.
Now here's Van Vliet. 13 points in the win against Houston. 1 minute left in the opening quarter. He got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. Bazley, good. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Mike Muscala.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Shooting for Toronto. 2 shots.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Bazley. Porter pulls it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Count it.
Textbook bounce pass there. Perfectly timed.
Oklahoma City's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Bazley. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mann, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Bazley. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. Lukashevsky's checked in for Favors. Williams comes in for Bazley. And Giddey's subbed in for Mann. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Van Vliet. And here's Muscala for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Capable of running the offense, and now a new one for Gilgeous-Alexander.
So for Toronto right now, Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then it's Fred Van Vliet. And it's Big Daddy in at the 5. 6 to shoot to the paint. Tipped.
And now they've got to be careful at the defensive end. They're over the limit much earlier than they should be.
The first one falls.
Yeah, and despite being the youngest team in the league, the Thunder have been solid defensively the last couple years. A great sign going forward for this franchise.
And looking at this Oklahoma City roster, what makes them so good on D?
Well, they have loads of length. The Thunder have made a point to draft players with huge wingspans, making things difficult for opponents scoring-wise.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the league finally moving to curtail take fouls in transition. You like the change?
Well, I think everybody's ready for that. The best part of NBA action, BA, as you know, is fast break basketball. So to get more 3-on-2s or 3-on-1s, lob plays, and guys taking off and throwing down monster dunks, I'm up for it. He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Muscala. Williams against Van Vliet. Williams passes to Muscala. No good with the triple. For Toronto, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Anunoby uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 9.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Van Vliet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Third personal foul.
I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, just another one in that long line of Kentucky Wildcats coming into the NBA that has carved out a pretty nice career so far in the league.
It has been fantastic watching Gilgeous-Alexander continue to improve.
And I love BA also, along with his improvement, what we've seen in terms of his leadership and responsibility to this team. He shows a very strong work ethic, and this is why a lot of people are still excited about his growth and progress. Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the deadliest drivers in the league. Coach Nick Nurse of the Raptors said, quote, his first step is unbelievable. It's hard for anybody to keep him in front of him, and once he blows by you, he can slow down, he can sidestep. He's got a lot of things going. Brian?
Well, it's fun to watch, Allie. Thanks for that. To the middle. Big Daddy's shot is good. Give him 23.
I don't know if you would consider this, but he's got such a nice touch around the rim. Maybe you foul him there?
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Muscala, the pass to Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Now here's Giddey. Here's Pokusevski. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
And he drops the first. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
And the Raptors making a change here. Flynn's checked in.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Anunoby. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, last season for the Thunder, Brent, their top 8 guys by playing time, all 23 and under.
You get experience for those guys, and there's really nothing that replicates game time, game action, game decisions. These guys all exposed to it last year, B.A. Let's see what kind of strides they make in this season.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. Pass to Giddey. Here's Muscala. Lets the 3 fly. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Big Daddy. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Left side Williams. Outside Giddey. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Here's Anunoby. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
13 foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now. At the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Pokusevski. Barnes against Giddey. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. Paisley, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Raptors also with a sub. Porter Jr.'s checked in. And the free throw, no good. The Thunder shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Will it go? He's off on that one. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Porter. Sweet little floater. Porter's gotten his... First bucket of the night.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander to the middle. Here's Muscala, and he'll draw a foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And good whistle there.
At the line for your Thunder, Mike Muscala. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Big Daddy, covered by Muscala. Offensive rebound, inside. Here's Big Daddy. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good.
For all the rawness and the inexperience of Darius Bazley, he's starting to show that he's settling in to playing at this level.
Daddy makes both free throws. Here's Trent. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Here's Siakam. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
When he's defending, Siakam is just all over you. He's got great footwork and fast hands.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Mike Muscala out there with Alexei Pokusevski. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Holmgren in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. An unusual skill set for his size. Holmgren can initiate offense from every level on the floor. I mean, his versatility is unbelievable.
You expect 7-footers to operate off ball, but Holmgren is just as good with the ball in his hands, Graham.
Yes, he is, B.A. I mean, we've seen him go coast to coast in the open floor. take his defender off the dribble and get to the rim. And if you sag off him, well, he can just rise up and fire.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Raptors. Pass to Holmgren, takes the three. Rebounded by Trent.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Muscala. Outside Giddey. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Giddey at his size can get to the inside and make some things happen. That's not drawing a foul.
Giddey at the line for two.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Giddey. In his rookie season, Grant, Giddey opened up a lot of eyes. Certainly with his playmaking, but also with his rebounding.
Oh, B.A., he averaged almost 8 boards a game, playing around 30 minutes a night. His toughness and willingness to mix it up inside have been a welcome addition to this team.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Out of bounds into the Oklahoma City's ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Outside Giddey. Lots of room. They get it back, and they'll get another chance. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That's good from Siakam.
Shooting for Toronto, Pascal Siakam.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
Toronto ball.
The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Trent. And here's Anunoby. Now here's Van Vliet. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Big Daddy's shot is good. 33 points for him.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Pokusevski. He's covered by Siakam. Here's Holmgren. That shot missing. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
And yep, it's good. And the Raptors lead by 19.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pokusevski in the post. He's covered by Siakam. And they get it back.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Back to Trent. Let's go with a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Grant, it's amazing how Holmgren transforms your defense when he's on the floor.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he really makes up for a lack of strength with length and tremendous timing. He has the lateral footwork to defend 1 through 5 as well. And, of course, he can block shots from any spot on the floor.
And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw contact while he was going up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Toronto.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Pokusevski on the wing. Pass to Giddey. No good. A bit long that time.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Here's Big Daddy. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pokusevski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Big Daddy. Back to Trent. Now here's Siakam. Here's Big Daddy. Out left to the wing. Down low. Here's Van Vliet. And the layup falls. Van Vliet's got 9.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Unloads from 13. And the shot goes down. He's got 13.
These are the type of games for Gilgeous-Alexander where the promise of his future looks incredibly bright.
To the paint. Another steal. Pass to Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Baisley, he's checked in for Pokusevski.
For your Thunder, Darius Baisley.
Here's Baisley. He has 6. Here's Giddey. They get it back. Here's Holmgren. That shot off the mark.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Giddey against Trent. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's going to be a 3-second call. When you see players make that leap from star to superstar, think about guys like Giannis and Jason Tatum. I mean, what is that step like? You did it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, you come into the league and you have success right away, but at some point, everything just clicks. It could be year 4, year 5, year 6, usually in that window where now you figure things out and now you take that next step and become elite. Now, BA, you know, I'm hoping that things start to click with me and my golf game. It's been about 4 or 5 years there, too.
Superstar status is not the cards for you. Look for Oklahoma City. Holmgren, he's checked in for Favors, and Giddey's subbed in for Mann.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Raptors.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, BA. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Big Daddy.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Thaddeus Young, Malachi Flynn out there with Juan Hernan Gomez. Then there's Otto Porter, and it's Big Daddy in at the 5. And it's Holmgren missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Stolen by Giddey. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Giddey just that 6th sense to find the open man.
Here's Big Daddy. It's good.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Williams finds Giddey. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Behring, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the
Oh, I'm hearing you're thinking about staying after all.
Yeah, things got a little emotional the other day, and this is where I want to be ultimately.
Great. Well, now all we got to do is game plan.
Oh, wait. So, Mila and I, we discussed, and we think we want to avoid the press in this. Just put my head down, focus, play the best basketball that I can play, because if Othello wants to trade me, he's going to be the one that looks like a clown, not me.
Okay, yeah, that is an option, but I don't think it's our best one here, man.
All right, then. Let me hear something.
Look, MP, you are a phenomenal player. I mean, you have unlimited potential, and you know I believe this, otherwise I wouldn't be here focusing all my energy on you like this. But right now, you've already got an uphill battle with the fans. And as it stands, if Othello leaks a trade rumor, you're going to have half the city dancing in the streets.
Oh, come on, man. You don't think that's just a little too extreme right now?
Research shows that sports fans are 78% more likely to dance in celebration than any other type of fan, and that includes fans of ballroom dancing. Funny enough.
Thanks, Ash.
Look, I'm not saying you can't do the whole good soldier routine, but, dog, to play so well that a trade is impossible without doing any maneuvering in the press, I mean, that's extremely difficult.
Impossible.
Look, why don't you just play as well as you can while trying to work the press in your favor? I mean, it's the best of both worlds.
But isn't doing all that behind-the-scenes stuff bad for my brand?
Exactly.
Like, Ashley, what do you think?
Okay, it's a possibility that it could hurt your image, but that is a very remote possibility, okay? No.
Okay. Now, I just want to play this thing straight through. No press.
I told you this wasn't going to be easy. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Like, you
Boy, tough game. How did you guys manage to get this win tonight?
You know, that's a really, really good question, John.
Great choice. That's a difference maker. There you go. I know that'll help.
Shoot that!